A mother and her child were forced by German troops into a wooden shed, which they then boarded up tight. Even as the mother begged desperately for mercy, there wasn't the slightest hint of compassion. In her despair, the mother could only keep whispering to the child in her arms, telling them not to be afraid. Moments later, the Germans leveled a flamethrower at the shed. The soldiers, in a show of pure cruelty, had chosen a spot where Soviet troops could clearly see, deliberately provoking them. To spare the mother and child from further suffering, Pavlov raised his rifle and shot them both, then immediately fired at the flamethrower's fuel tank, causing it to explode. Even though they knew it was a trap, the Soviet soldiers' fury had reached the breaking point. With a roar, they shouted their battle cries and stormed out the doors. The Germans' atrocity had pushed them past all reason. In their rage, the Soviets inflicted heavy casualties on the Germans. Forced into retreat, the German colonel pulled back his men and ordered a mortar strike. In the end, the reckless yet inevitable charge ended in a bloody Soviet victory. Back in the refugee zone, a furious German officer took out his anger on Masha, a helpless woman from an enemy nation who had no way to fight back against an enraged soldier. As news of the battle spread, Pavlov and his comrades became symbols of courage for the entire Soviet force. Reigniting morale, the Soviets decided to attempt another river crossing, but under relentless German shelling, their reinforcements could never make it ashore. Inside a building, Soviet troops watched artillery shells arc through the sky, their frustration mounting. They wanted to blow up the Germans' ammunition depot, but it sat on the other side of a wall, unless somehow a shell could turn midair. The artillerymen calmly said he could try, earning him a round of ridicule from nearby comrades. But doing nothing seemed worse than taking a chance. They hauled the mortar down to the street, set it up, the gunner adjusted his aim, and pressed the fire button